thin layer chromatography. First step, we draw a pencil line near the bottom of the thin layer chromatography plate and put a concentrated spot of mixture of amino acids on it. Dip the bottom of the plate into the solvent, not the spot. We don't dip the spot into the solvent, we dip the bottom of the plate into a solvent. As the solvent spreads up the plate, different amino acids move at different rates, so they separate out. When the solvents nearly reach the top, we take the plate out, mark the solvent front with pencil, leaving the plate to dry. Amino acids aren't coloured, therefore we make the spots visible, and in hydrogen, UV light. RF value of amino acids, then we work that out. X divided by Y, the distance travelled by spot divided by the distance travelled by the solvent. Okay, we're measuring the distance from the point of origin to the middle of the spot when working the RF. Measure distance from point of origin to the middle of the spot. What is the thin layer chromatography plate? Draw a pencil line near the bottom of a thin layer chromatography plate and put a concentrated spot of mixture of amino acids on it. But what is a thin layer chromatography plate? It's a piece of plastic / glass covered with a thin layer of silica gel / alumina powder. The definition of mobile phase, where the molecules can move, is always a liquid / gas. Definition of stationary phase, where the molecules can't move, it must be a solid / or a liquid on a solid support. Mobile phase moves through / over the stationary phase. Distance each substance moves up the plate depends on solubility in mobile phase, therefore the retention by stationary phase. The components that are more soluble in mobile phase travel further up the plate. Column chromatography is used to separate out solutions, aka purifying an organic product, getting rid of those impure pieces from the organic product, purifying it to separate out solutions. We're packing a glass column with a slurry of an absorbent material coated with water. The stationary phase, then the mixtures to be separated, added to the top of the column. The mixture to be separated is added to the top of the column and drained down into a slurry. The solvent runs slowly and continually through the column. The solvent is a mobile phase. More soluble each component is in the mobile phase, quicker it passes through the column.